Okay, I'm sorry about that. That's the third time that's happened. And this is probably the last time I'm gonna stream on YouTube. It seems like it's only happening on YouTube. So I think after this I'm gonna stick to Twitch. This never happens to me on Twitch, so yeah, but I'm gonna keep going. I apologize again for that disconnection. So yeah, Date said whoever sent it to you is a prime suspect. And Mizuki is back to being mute.
I don't think she is going to answer. When she is in a mood, it's impossible to get her to talk.
Yes.
That's the kind of girl she is.
Yes.
Sometimes I think you know her better than I do.
How long do you think I've been observing her?
It's been 4 years now.
Correct. I know things that even you do not know.
Like? Actually, never mind. Some things I'm better off not knowing.
By the way, we already looked into Mizuki's cell phone. Unfortunately, the contents were wiped.
I'm tracing the sender of the Nile message through other means, but it's taking me some time.
Are you hungry?
I'm fine now. But I didn't forget your promise.
A promise?
Stu, you said you'd take me.
So you heard that, huh?
Aphonia only affects speech. Her hearing should still be intact.
Sure, Mizuki. When we're all done here. Say, Mizuki, who was that figure I saw?
What?
In Somnium, in your dream. I saw a silhouette.
Date, Mizuki would not understand the question. She does not experience somnium as you do.
Yeah.
You are witnessing a dream inside her brain.
Never mind. Did you see anyone at the merry-go-round the night you found Shoko?
I did. I saw someone in the corner past the merry-go-round.
Who did you see?
I don't know. It was dark and raining. They looked scary, so I hid inside the merry-go-round. The door was open a little bit, so I snuck in.
No need to report specifics. We saw it all from here in the control room.
Okay.
What the sinker sees in Somnium is projected here, remember? We've got it all recorded.
Isn't it incredible? I invented it.
Anyway, we know about the figure you saw. I wonder who that could be. Right, there was something. Hey, Mizuki. When we found you, you were holding the ice pick, right? Can you tell us why?
When I got there, the ice pick was... It was stuck in my mom's eye. I couldn't think straight. The only thing I could think was... I had to get it out.
So, you panicked and pulled it out?
Yeah.
And you
That
held
makes
on
sense.
to it when you hid in the column?
Yeah.
That actually makes sense.
Okay, just one more question. This is very important. When you pulled out the ice pick, was Shoko's eye still there?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
The eye socket was empty.
Yeah.
So, her eye, okay.
Thank you, Mizuki. That was very helpful.
Boss shines in moments like this. She doesn't hesitate to ask anything.
Now we know that Mizuki did not remove the victim's eye,
When we got to the scene, it was definitely missing.
and it has not yet been recovered. We can therefore conclude it has been removed from the scene.
How would I know? We still don't have enough information. Continue your investigation, Special Agent. Yeah, I'm glad she's talking again. You healed the wounds in her heart by syncing with her. Well, you meaning you and Iba.
The boss has extraordinary perception. I deserve much of the credit for helping Mizuki recover her voice.
All you did was follow my instructions.
Date, Mizuki needs you. Protect her.
Okay. Shooter, okay. About to figure us out.
I saw it too.
Who or what do you think it was?
Most likely someone Mizuki saw in person projected into her subconscious. Dreams can only be constructed from images and experiences the subject was present for. Mizuki's Somnium couldn't have contained that figure if she didn't see it in person. Of course, not everything we see in our dreams looks exactly the same as it did in the real world. You saw some strange things in Somnium earlier, didn't you, Dante? That event you experienced is obviously not as it happened in reality. Dreams are a collage of many memories, intertwining and blending with each other. Your skills as a sinker allow you to untangle those dreams and solve mysteries no one else can.
Makes sense.
In a normal dream, the person experiencing the dream cannot remove themselves from it. Dreams are first-person experiences. However, the circumstances are slightly different during a sync. The sinker dives into the subject's mind and experiences their subconscious thoughts. But this dream is experienced as an observer, as though you were watching a play. The subject is the author, director, and actor. The sinker is merely the audience.
How does Iba appear in Somnium?
Iba is linked to your brain with an artificial nerve. To put it more simply, Iba is a part of your brain. During syncing, your consciousness is sent into the subject's Somnium. Part of Iba's self is also synced, but only a part. Not all of Iba's functions are transferred into Somnium.
So that's why Somnium Iba is so dumb.
Don't call me dumb.
She is dumb, though.
Hey, Pewter, when we were in Somnium earlier, she's never looked like that before.
That was Iba's idea.
What?
I thought you would be more pleased. I designed it to your taste.
Wow.
Well, part of that was my taste.
I know everything inside your mind. You don't have to hide it.
Pewter, Iba's broken. She's talking crazy.
I am not broken.
Perhaps Iba admires the human form.
It's not that. It was just a little something. I consider Kaname Date to be my host. I owe him gratitude. I simply thought that appearance would make him happy.
Why would that make me happy?
Summarize for me.
Anyway, I get the story. Mizuki witnessed a suspicious person at the scene. But she didn't get a good look at them.
Maybe there's something at the scene we missed. Date, could you return to the scene of the crime? There might be more to Bloom Park than we first thought.
Pewter, who do you think the culprit is?
Well, let's see. Perhaps it was you, Special Agent Date.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay, so no, you don't know. You're just being an ass. I want to take Mizuki to go get her stew. I guess I gotta wait till after I do this. My bad. I keep forgetting that I have to click in order for it to switch. When I returned to the scene, I brought Mizuki with me. I saw a suspicious figure in Somnium, but I couldn't be sure of its exact location. I brought Mizuki along to help me pin it down.
Somewhere around here, right?
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah, I do.
What do you remember?
I went to this amusement park when I was little. I was 4. I remember it so clearly. This is where I saw my mom and dad smile. I had so many. The only happy memories I really have are from here. Memories of my family are so bright and colorful. Now, this is where Mom... What do you care?
Oh, Mizuki.
You never cared about me, ever. And I liked it that way. I don't want you getting close to me. You think I like you now because I hugged you after the sink? Did you think, aw, how sweet, she likes me? Don't get it twisted. I only hugged you because you were standing right in front of me. Could have been anything. Could have been a pole or a cactus.
Dang, she is.
In fact, I wish it were a cactus. So stop worrying about me, okay?
So she says.
Wow.
Nothing. Just wondering where this goes.
Iba, what's past here?
This leads to the subway.
The subway?
It has of course closed down. It is no longer in service. This is due to the explosion at the chemical plant that occurred years ago. The surrounding district of Bloom Park closed for the same reason. As did all commerce and industry in Kawasaki. This means the railroads and public transportation to and from this area were shut down as well.
The subway. Iba, does the entire track run underground?
No. The track leading northward from Bloom Park eventually rises to ground level.
At a railroad crossing?
Correct.
Then the tracks must cross a surface street at some point.
Correct.
Iba, do me a favor. Can you see if any cars were driving on that surface street last night?
Searching.
Hey, you've been quiet for a long time. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking.
I've got something. I picked up a single vehicle traversing that street last night.
She just told me off like a minute ago for because I was asking if she was cold, and now she's asking if I'm okay.
A black SUV. I ran the plate through the vehicle registration database to find the owner.
Who was it?
Shoko Nadami's ex-husband and Mizuki's father. Renju
What?
Okura.
What?
So let me get this straight. You think that Daddy drove his car on the tracks through the tunnel, stopped at the closed-down station, and carried Mom's body to the park?
I can't prove it was Renju. There's a chance someone else was driving the car.
Yeah.
But, in any case, I know that the suspect must have used the subway tracks. That explains why there were no cars parked near the scene. Using that subway station, he could take the body right to the merry-go-round without being caught on camera.
Daddy didn't do it.
I am not so certain.
Either way, I have to talk to Renju. And you can help me find him.
Yeah, she's not going to open up about that at all.
I think about a week ago, when I went to hang out at Lemon Escape.
Did you notice anything different about him?
Nothing really. He was the same as usual.
And he didn't come to see you in the hospital, did he?
No.
Not even for his own daughter.
That is very unusual.
I don't remember. It was a while ago. What about you?
What about me?
You tried calling him.
I did. I called earlier, and I tried a few times last night.
And he didn't pick up?
No.
I don't want to say anything. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anyone who thinks my daddy is a killer.
Look, I don't want to believe it either. I've known him for more than 5 years now. He's like family to me.
I never want Misuki to see that. Anyway, Renju isn't the kind of guy who would commit a crime like this. Why would I ask her about the figure?
Hey, Mizuki, tell me again. The person you saw at the merry-go-round.
No, it wasn't Daddy. I know it wasn't.
You're sure?
Well, I don't know.
Mizuki, Renju sent you that now message, didn't he?
What?
I got this buddy of mine. Real bad personality.
Hold on. Did I skip? Okay, I didn't.
But real good with technology. I got some help from them.
Bad personality.
It was a message sent at 8:05 last night. Does it sound familiar? Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away. Daddy needs your help. Please do as I say.
Yeah, that was it. It was from Daddy's phone. But I didn't want to say anything because that would make Daddy a suspect, so...
So you kept quiet.
Yeah. My dad's never said anything like that to me, ever. That he was counting on me. I had to go.
But you invited
Poor
Oto along.
baby.
Bloom Park is in the middle of the Kawasaki district. There are a number of homeless individuals and a high crime rate there. Mizuki must have been worried about going alone.
But it couldn't be him.
Why not?
Daddy couldn't have sent the message. Someone else must have used his phone. And his car. Daddy wasn't driving the car either. Somebody else did it.
That is
The killer
possible.
did it, not Daddy.
The only evidence we have so far leads to one conclusion. The cell phone and the car were both operated by Renju Okiura. Date, incoming call from the boss.
Connected.
Hey, I just got the report from Ida. Renju is a suspect?
He's definitely suspicious.
I agree. I think he's our #1 suspect. He's been acting strange since last night. He didn't come see Mizuki in the hospital, won't pick up his phone, and he vanishes after questioning. He doesn't have an alibi.
I think
for the time
because
of the
it's the
murder
beginning, because it's the beginning of the game, I don't want to immediately jump to it being the dad. I think it's more likely that either he's being framed in some kind of way, or he hired a hitman or he was framed in some kind of way, he was kidnapped or something. That's like getting his silence. That's like trying to get at his family somehow. Because the way that the mom was killed, she was killed in a very specific way, and then brought to the merry-go-round. Like, why would I just can't see Renju doing something that cruel. Like, it's one thing to like kill your wife, but it's like your ex-wife, right? For whatever reason, but the fact that he would send his daughter a message like that and then have her come to Bloom Park just so she could find her mother's dead body, I can't really see him being like that unless he's like some psychopath. I think I think this is all to come at Renju. I don't think he did it. I highly doubt that he did it. I'm feeling that he did not. I'm with that. It just wouldn't make any sense. Logically. And also just, yeah.
Doesn't?
I don't think so.
No, not one we can corroborate.
I don't think he did it at all. My bad. Wait. Yeah, about his alibi.
Shoko's time of death was estimated to be about 5 p.m. yesterday. Renju claims that he was at home alone at the time, but that means no one can back up his story. Now, I told you he vanished. Where are you headed?
Renju's house.
Don't bother. I had local cops search the place. They didn't find anything.
Where could he be?
He didn't give us any new information. He didn't have much to say at all, really.
I think someone's trying to frame
So
him.
Renju was questioned at a local station?
That's right.
Then why didn't you keep him there?
Protocol. Nothing we could do. He wasn't a suspect then, and we had nothing to charge him with. We couldn't hold him.
All right, boss. Let me know if you find something.
You too. Keep me in the loop.
Where the hell did Renju go?
Yeah, I'm with you, Mizuki. I don't think your daddy did it.
Sunpoke?
What?
Sunpoke. Or something.
Oh, Sunfish Pocket. Renju was telling me about that place. It's a maid cafe that he runs.
He runs a maid cafe?
Approximately 6.2 miles north-northeast.
God.
In Akihabara.
Yeah, there is a maid cafe in Akihabara. I only know that because of Persona 5. It's the only reason why I know that.
Can't be.
What the what? Oh my god. Oh my. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew he didn't do it. Oh my god. That is fucking horrible. Oh
Renju.
my, I cannot look at that. I cannot look at that. Wow, that's horrid. Oh my god. So yeah, somebody's trying to make a point. Like they have some type of vendetta against this family. Like that's the only thing that I can think, which means he needs to keep Mizuki at his hip. Like he needs to glue Mizuki to his body. Like I know this sounds weird, but like yeah, this person is out for their family, whoever this is. This is some personal shit.
You look awful. Have you been sleeping any?
My best friend was murdered, boss. I don't have it in me to sleep right now.
My God. Why is he dressed like that? He's just like a superhero. What happened to Mizuki?
She's sleeping at the hospital. They're going to give her counseling after she wakes up.
I see.
She's gonna be fucked up for life after this, man.
Her mother and her father. I hope she'll be okay.
No, she's not gonna be okay. Not for a very long time.
Of course not. I still got a mountain of work piled up, answering to the higher-ups.
It's one thing,
press.
it's like... It's one thing when your parents die of, like, natural causes or even... But, like, she literally had to walk inside of a place and see her father hanging from the ceiling with a hook in his mouth and blood Dude, and then she... Right after... Not too long after, she just saw her mother brutally murdered as well. So, like, no, she's not gonna be okay for a long time.
I'm just taking a little breather. You were the first on the scene, so you know this better than anyone, but Renju was murdered. No way this is a suicide. And the fact that his left eye was removed tells me that this was the same killer as Shoko.
Yeah, what is it with the left eye thing? What is it with the left eye? Yeah, Iris might have been on to something. Wait. No. Nah. I was about to say something crazy. I was about to say maybe Iris is the one who's doing the murders, but no. That would be way too far-fetched.
The new Cyclops killer.
What?
But then again, I don't know. She was being kind of peculiar with the symbolic religious stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised if she was doing something. I don't know.
That's the nickname that's been spreading around headquarters.
New.
Yes, several years ago.
Cuter.
There is no point in hiding it from him. He would find out on his own eventually.
Wait, why are you hiding it from him?
It's all over the news. These murders have gone viral, so to speak. The killings from 6 years ago have continued. The Cyclops killer is back.
6 years ago? Is that what you were talking about, boss?
Fine. I suppose you deserve to know.
Yeah. You got me investigating this case. Talk.
We have a name for it down at HQ. The original Cyclops serial killings. To distinguish it from this new one.
Right.
It was 6 years ago in October. 4 bodies were found in the mountains of Akikawa Valley.
But the decomposition of the corpses were all at different stages. They were each killed sometime during May to September of that year.
But they did have 2 things in common. They were all young women. And
the
each
eyeball.
corpse was missing their right eyeball.
Their right
pulled out
eyeball?
posthumously.
So it's not the left eyeball. It was the right eyeball. Okay.
a few days after the corpses were discovered, the killer sent a statement to the press. I killed them, and they are now my dear companions. Something like that.
He signed the statement under the name Cyclops. Hence the name, the Cyclops Killer.
The Cyclops is a mythological race of one-eyed giants.
Yes, Iva.
According to Greek
Thank
myth,
you.
they are the children of Uranus, god of the sky, and Gaia, goddess of earth. Cyclopes were known for their outstanding strength and smithing ability.
So the letter to the press wasn't a fake? It was the real killer?
Yes, it had to be.
A picture of one of the victims right after she was killed was sent along with the letter.
What was it captured?
No, in 6 years we never got a single trace.
So maybe Cyclops is responsible for these murders as well.
No, that's impossible.
Why?
For one, the original Cyclops killer only killed women.
Yeah.
Renju doesn't fit that profile. Second, all of the victims had their right eyes removed. But Shoko and Renju...
We're missing their left eye.
Yeah. So it's not the same killer.
The timing of the eye removal
Ooh,
is
I
also
can't look at that.
inconsistent. The original Cyclops killer removed the eyes after the victims were killed.
Right.
But Shoko and Renju were both still alive.
But even so, you can't say for sure this isn't our guy. Maybe they're just doing things a little differently now.
No, that's not how
Or do you
serial
have
killers.
another reason?
All serial killers have a trademark. They don't change it up just because. No, all serial killers, they have a trademark. I know this because I watch so much freaking Law and Order. Like, they all do the same thing. Because they want to be known, because they want to. It's like a superiority complex they have, so they have to have a pattern, and they get pissed off. They hate copycats. They hate it when there's a copycat killer. So, because they wouldn't want somebody to like copy what they do, they'll have like a trademark thing that they do every single time to let the police and everyone who can't, who's trying to catch them, let them know, hey, this was me. I've done it again and you couldn't stop me, basically. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Okay.
I'm sorry, Date, I can't say anymore.
Why? Why are y'all being so secretive?
Bullshit, you can't.
It's a national secret.
How can it be a national secret?
Date, please, forget about it.
Lady. Okay, now they're making me suspicious. So they know for sure it's not the guy, yet they can't tell me why they're so sure. And
I told you already, you don't need to know anything about that case to investigate this one.
But
the criminal for this case and the case 6 years ago are not the same.
Iva, bring up all investigation records of the original Cyclops serial killings.
I already had a look through the database while you were talking. Unfortunately, I found no relevant information. I also did not discover anything of note on the internet. Only amateur theories. All lacking credibility and evidence.
Damn it.
I don't understand why they're being so secretive about it. I really don't. Yeah, why are you here, bro? But I'll act like I'm concerned first.
The other. How could I not be?
Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
He's literally dressed like a supervillain.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
I was here first. I was just talking to the boss about Renju's murder.
Oh, they're making me suspicious. I don't trust them.
Renju had his
Why do they
left
keep
eyeball
showing the
removed.
picture?
Right. Shoko too.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, the killer.
Why does he keep saying that? That is the second time he has made that
You're
joke.
missing your left eye.
Oh, okay. Pewter.
So you steal them from others.
Pewter, what? I was like...
I'm kidding. Only a joke.
But that's the second time you made the joke. It's not funny. Nobody is laughing at this joke.
I'm too tired for your jokes right now, Pewter.
Actually, you